Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, how are you? Today's video is going to be finally a cash condensing. So I don't have any money here to condense with. So what I need to do, I'm going to do my full process so you can see exactly how I unstuff it and how I sort of work. So I'm going to jump in and I'm going to be making notes along the way because we all know cash condensing, as fun as they are for me to film, usually at the end of the video I'm usually missing some money or something usually goes awry. But I don't want to jinx myself. Touch wood, everything is going to go to plan today. So I have my 3 binders here. We've got manifestation, we've got bills, and we've got the fun binder. So I'm going to start off in the manifestation binder because that is where I will find the most of the money that I have to condense. Okay, let's start at the start. House deposit, I have no cash in there. That is purely just an online fund for me. Now today I want to be putting $150 back into settlement. So I've got my 1 and my 50 there. I hope I've left enough spaces, 20, 10 and 5, perfect. So what I will have now, because I will do this as I go, I will have $2,000 in settlement. Now, because I'm finding that my placeholders are getting a bit chunky, because I have so many different styles, these are all ones that I've made in different styles. What I'm doing, I'm going to take out all of these ones. I have a few placeholders here at the back, which are my new style, which are on, you know, my Etsy shop. These are all just ones that I felt were not good enough to sell. See here, the ink is smudged. Like this one, the laminate didn't really go to plan, but I don't like to waste. See, this one's got like a really funky line going through it. I don't like to waste. So I have been storing these up. So as I make them, if they come out with any defects or any printing errors, I keep them to the side and yeah, I will be using them for my own, just because I don't really mind if they've got those little defects, but I obviously don't want to sell them in that condition. I'm just putting these all back in order because I messed them up crazily. So I've got 2,000, so I could steal both of the 2,000s, but the other option I have given myself is to use these balance banked slips. So I've just made these. I like the idea of this because sometimes with my placeholders, I can't get the right amount. So obviously 2,000 is a nice flat amount, right? But I have made these for instances like my adventure fund where I have, right now I've got $340 in there, but my placeholders say $350. So I get myself a little bit confused when I look in my binder and go, well, I've got $350 in placeholders there. Why is there only $340 in the bank? So I have made these to alleviate my issues that I've been having, because we all know I can't count. Sometimes it's just a real big struggle for me. So I'm going to start off and use one of the balance banked slips. And all I'm going to do, I've got just a little line here, and I'm just going to take a really thin Sharpie. It's called a ultra fine point Sharpie, and I'm just going to manually write the $, and I'm going to write $2,000. So at least now I can just have one slip here in my envelope with my tracker. It's very easy for me to see what's going on and all the rest. It also will hopefully make this binder. Look how chunky that thing is, right? Hopefully that will thin this thing down a little bit. All right. So that's the first one off the rank, settlement, and I haven't written it down on my notes, so let me go here and write that down. $150 is going to settlement. Beautiful. Done. Alrighty, next one, and then, as I said in my manifestation binder stuffing, this one will be fully funded from next month, so I am very excited about that. Okay, Same thing goes with emergency. Because I've got this little tracker in here and I write down every time I put money in there, I wanted to negate the need for that. I knew that was going to happen. So I'm going to take this to the side because I don't want to use this. And then we are going to take out my tracker. I've got a couple of the old style of my placeholders. I'll pop them over here, and I will keep this. Again, this is just one where the ink smudged a little bit, so it's one that I kept for myself. And what I'm going to do is grab a balanced banked slip until I can get to a proper $2,000 in this account, because right now, I've got it all written down here on my notes, I have got $1,853 in the bank for emergency. So I'm going to take this one. I'm just going to do $, 1,853. I'm not going to include the cents or anything like that. I really wasn't even going to add in the $3, but it's a true representation of what I have in there right now. So we can put our tracker back, and we can pop this one in here as well. I think this just looks a little bit cleaner now as well. I love vellum too. I am an absolute sucker for vellum. All right, beautiful. So obviously no cash was coming out of there. That's okay. Bits and bobs, I think I'm quite happy to leave as just the $60. There's only $60 in there, so nothing to condense from that one. Bedroom suite, it is getting a little full, but I am planning on using some of this money soon. But what I will do, I'll take these 250s and I'll add in 100 because I love keeping my 100s. So we've still got $400 there in bedroom suite, which is nice. Let's add those in there. Beautiful. All right, nothing currently in the bank for bedroom suite, nothing currently in the bank for bits and bobs. It's all cash. Now, land rates, I do believe, has $500 if I'm correct. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, $500. So I do want to put all of this money back into the bank today. So let's add our 1, 2, 3, 4, $500 into here. I've already written $500 down on my notes, so I know that's there. And I won't use the balance banked. I'll see if I have a $500 placeholder. I'm sure I did. I don't. I've got a 5,000. Oh, I do have a 500. I tell a lie. All right, beautiful. Let's pop $500 in there. Lovely. All right, so we're currently sitting at $650 going back to the bank. Now Bunnings, I think I will keep as is. I will condense it though. So I've got the 250s, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap for 2 nice new 100s, because I don't mind if these older style ones go back to the bank, but I like to keep these nice new ones in here. So $200 into Bunnings, that has stayed the same. There's nothing currently sitting in the bank for that one. Okay, next one we have is holiday, and again this one's very chunky because I've got all the all the placeholders in here. So I'm going to add a balanced banked slip today for holiday. Now in the account right now I have $1,311. So let's add that in, 1,311. And if anybody has any interest in these balanced banked slips, let me know and I can most definitely pop them on my website. Oh, that one's just a tiny bit too short. Hold on, let me push this down. I'm covered in ink already. Anyways, holiday, $1,311 in there. Got the tracker there, perfect. All right, same goes for new car. I have $575 in the bank, and it confuses me. So I'm going to take this $550 out, and I'm going to add in a $575 balanced banked slip. $575. Beautiful. All right, dry that off a little bit. Lovely. All right, beautiful. Now insurance, I don't know if I want to put any of this back in. What do we got? 50, we've got 200. But what I can do at least is condense that into 2 of these old 100s. So $200 in there. I think I will maybe pop that into the bank when it gets to 250 or something. So maybe next month. Look how dirty I have gotten. It must be this pen. Because I'm a lefty, I'm getting all that on me. Anyways. All right, lovely. So I'm going to keep my cash tracker at the back here. I'm going to keep my return and earn at the back here. So that is everything condensed from the manifestation binder. Pop that one to the side and let's jump into bills, because there are some things in here that I would like to take. I'm going to start at the back, and I'm going to take $400 from tax, because that is fully funded and I want to put that all straight back in the bank. I'm going to leave my fully funded slip here at the front so we can see what's going on. Let's do that. All right. So I've got $400 written down in my notes already. We got 1, 2, 3, 350, 370, 390, $400. So I've got a few smaller notes now to work with when I jump back to the front of this binder. All right, let's do this. I'm not sure how much I have in Black Friday. I think it might just be 260. So I'll take these 2 50s. I have so many 50s. For once, I have so many 50s. So now we have 1, 20, 40, 60. So $160 in there, which is good. I'm going to chuck that back in there. Beautiful. All right, now Christmas. I do want to put some of this money back into the bank. All right, so we got 50, 70, 90, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. So I'm going to take this whole $200 and I'm going to put that back into the bank. Just feels a bit safer in the bank. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a balanced banked slip. So you can see this one's a bit more obvious as to why I've kept it to the side. So we've got $200 now into Christmas, and I do need to add that onto my list. So we have 200 in Christmas. We've done 150 settlement, 200 Christmas, 500 lander, it's 400 tax. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to pop that just this way, and it just peeks out from the side there behind my cover. All right, so $200 for there. Health, I'm going to leave in its small denomination, so I have money there for what's the word I want, for my prescriptions. Gifts, I have $130 in there, so nothing I can do in there right now. RAC, what do we got? So I can drop these 2 5s and just grab a 10. So we've still got $30 into RAC. Prepaid is getting so close to being fully funded, but we've got 100, 120, 130, 140, 150. So let's drop all of this except for the 50, and I will grab a $100. Do I have any new ones left? No, all old ones, but that's okay. So $150 in prepaid. If you know me, I like to have the green apples at the front. And $20 more, and this one will be fully funded, so I am excited about that. So $150 in there. Household is all in 10s, and I'm quite happy to leave that as is. Beauty might be able to get a bit of a condensing, so we've got 120, I've got 150. I might just drop these 2 20s and this 10 and take a 50. So 150 still remains in beauty. Oops, if it wants to go in there. All right, lovely. And tax we have already done and fully funded. So that is feeling a lot skinnier. I didn't even check my manifestation binder, but that is feeling a whole lot skinnier as well, so that's good. I have been desperately trying to get into this binder to condense it for so long, and I just haven't. So what I'm planning on doing, I'm planning on taking some money from Adventure and putting it back into the bank because it's getting a little bit thick. I also plan on taking out these placeholders, and I'm just going to update this as though I have done it. So I've got 340 in the bank, but see, I only have 350 in placeholders. That's why I always get confused. And then today, what have we got? We got 150, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300 through 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We got 350. And I think, to be quite honest, I might put 250 back in the bank, and I'll leave my 250s there. So let me write on here, what am I doing? 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250. So $250 going back to the bank. I've already got that written down. Look at all these notes. There's so much cash here. All right, so I'm going to just tick off my $250 in Adventure. We will pop our balance banked. So if we've got $340 in the bank and I'm adding another $250, yes, I'm using my calculator off screen, I have $590 banked into Adventure. And this will be helpful for me. Obviously I have it written down, but if I have these balanced bank slips, I can quickly flick through here and be like, okay, I should have, you know, this, that, the other in there. I might leave the balance banked at the front because I think it looks quite nice with the cash behind it coming through. All right, so $100 in cash remaining in there. Let's condense fun because this is really chunker. Let's go 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150. So I'm going to drop all this and grab a 100 and a 50. Normally I would keep some smaller amounts in there, but I haven't been going into this fun binder very much of late, so I'm quite happy to have a 100 and a 50 in there. Look at these 20s, I can barely contain them all. Alright, home. This one needs a condensing as well pretty badly. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. So what I'm going to do, I might just grab 10 and 250s rather than 100, just in case. Let's go 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. 110 there. Beautiful. Look at all those fives. Beautiful. All right, let's pop those in there. So nothing going to the bank as such for home. Just condensing that one today. Lovely. All right, office. I do want to put all of this back into the bank today because I've got $170 here, and that is enough to pay for my PO box. So I'm going to put this into the account and I'm going to pay for that one online. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, $170 there. I've already got that one written down. Look at that 20s. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, look at that. I hope you can see all of that on the screen. So balance banked, I am going to add one of those in there, and I'm just going to write 170. And honestly, I will be reconsidering whether I keep cash here for the office. Everything goes through, you know, on my card or all the rest. So I will think about this envelope and see if I want to keep it on. Alrighty, seasonal. I know we can definitely condense some of this stuff in here. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $105. So seasonal, I'm probably just going to go 50, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Just going to grab a 50 for this one, just so I do have some smaller notes. Got $105 in there. Lovely. Beautiful. All right, Samsung needs to have some money taken back to the bank. And I need to sort out all of this mess in here. So we've got our $100 gift card. We've got all of these placeholders, which I want to be done with and get rid of. So I know I have in the bank for that one $800. So if I do 20, 30, 40. So I'm going to put another $100 into the bank today, and I'm going to condense this $20 into just a $20 note. And then what we're going to do here is we've got 800 a bank plus 100. We now have $900 sitting in the bank with my gift card here. That makes $1,040. So balanced banked is $900. Beautiful. All right, we'll pop that. I'm going to grab that. And we are going to pop those in there. So, again, feeling much skinnier, feeling very much nicer. So, I am not counting seasonal. We've got Samsung. So, I've got my little notes here written down of everything I planned on putting into the bank. So, this is everything I've taken out. We're going to use the handy dandy calculator. We've taken 500 from land rates, 400 from tax, 100 from Samsung, 250 from Adventure, 170 from the office. We've taken 150 from settlement, and we've taken 200 from Christmas. So there should be $1,770 here. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross whatever. Let's give this a count and let's see if this all adds up. I'm so annoyed that my hands are all dirty now. So we've got our hundreds, we've got our 50s, we've got our huge pile of 20s, that's crazy. We've got our 10s, we've got our 5s. Look at this stack. Shit. Excuse my French. Holy moly. I hope that's showing up nicely on the camera for you. This is a very nice sight to look at. It's also very scary, so I need to go and put all this money back. Oh my god, it's so hard to hold. All right, what we might do, I'm going to split this up into sections. I'm going to do my hundreds and my 50s, and I'm going to do my 20s, then I'm going to do my 10s and my 5s, and you know, already we're using the calculator. Whew. Okay, let's give this a count, see how we go. 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, $900. Good start, good start. 900. Beauty. We have, this is going to have to speed round just in case my calculator turns off and I lose where I am. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40. $540. Getting close. Hopefully this is promising. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I'm just going to take the 10s, smash through those. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Start again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. 10. 210. Ooh. I'm getting so excited because I feel like I've done it right for once in my life. Alright, shove that there. Let's count these 5s. Pray for what? Is it $120? I'm so nervous. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 15, 10, 15, 20. Yes! I'm very proud of myself. If you have watched any of my cash condensings in the past, at this point of the video, I normally have to say, BRB, let me go watch back what I filmed to see where I've made this mistake and why my money isn't matching up. But today that bad luck streak ends and we are we have the right amount of money. I'm so excited. I'm very sad to go and take this back to the bank. I'm not even going to try to fan this. I'm just going to fan like every individual color. How beautiful does that money look? Oh, all right. I'm going to take this back to the bank. Then I'm going to do my behind the scenes whizzing around. So basically what I'll do from here, take this back to the bank. I'm going to keep my little handy dandy notes here. Once the money hits the account, I will then start moving it all around. What I will need to do in my manifestation binder is I've got my tracker here at the end. So I'm going to add on here. I might even do it now while I'm thinking about it. Let's grab this. So this is my house setup cash tracker. Because I have all of this money all in one account, I like to know, I think there's about $2,900 in there. So I like to know, okay, I've got that $2,900, but what is that made up of? So let's add in here $500 and we will call that land rates. That makes me happy. I think that is everything manifestation binder going in there. Everything else is noted on my balance banked slips or placeholders. Okay, I think we did it. I'm just so excited that I did that right the first time around. Keep this. This is my Bible until I go to the bank this afternoon. But yeah, that is done. So we can pop that away in here. This is just looking so much nicer, so much skinnier. I feel a lot better having that nearly $2,000 out of my safe and into the bank. And I will go through probably next month, put that $250 in the bank as well. I'm so close to being fully funded for Bunnings. Once I've hit the $375 in there, I'll just add that into this account and I'll put $375 for Bunnings. Bits and bobs goes into that, you know, sinkhole account. Bedroom suite, I'll see how I go. If I need to put that money back into the bank, I will. You know what? I've got $400 there. But it's all in brand new 100s and I'm not prepared to go through and find a new home for them. You may see my next video and see that this money got banked because I may choose off camera to go through and put this $400 in there, but I will just see how I go. Yay! All right, if you have made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me, you know how there's those hands in the emojis and it looks like a prayer hands, but apparently it's meant to be like high five. Leave me high five emoji, prayer emoji in the comments because yay, we finally got it right. After nearly a year of cash condensing, I think I've got my first ever cash condensing right the first time around. I'm going to leave you with this beautiful fan of money and I will see you very soon in the next one.